All right, AJT Jungle. Let's get started with this is the next segment in the trader's mindset. And it's called patience. The missing link. Patience. The missing link. Um and as you know, patience is a really, really big part of our trading. Really, really big part. So if you guys weren't here yesterday, these are the traders that earned induction into the AJT Jungle High Achiever Society. That means, they met the qualifications, or most of the qualifications that I laid out at the beginning of this quarter. So, um, so take a look at it.
AMKR,
Congratulate them.
up about 7.5% on that CNBC.
They put in a lot of hard work.
Intel plans to create open platform for enterprise AI with SAP, Red Hat, VMware, other industry leaders.
All right, so these are I will statements. Now you may want to take a screenshot of these. Um, so you can read these. I know what I did was I sat there and I just kind of read these all day. I mean, I read these every day for a long time because I had to program my mind. So it says as a trader, here's what I will do. I will follow a trading plan to guide my trading. Therefore, my job will be one of patience and discipline. I will plan each trade carefully. I will not jump into trades by fear of missing out. FOMO or revenge, all of that stuff. I will monitor the market's current picture. I will manage my trades to protect my capital and my profits. I will protect my capital through good money management. I will take responsibility for all my actions, and I will trade to trade well and for the love of trading, not to trade often and not for the money. The money will come as a result of trading well. Okay, the money will come as a result of trading well. Okay, make sense? Okay, now here's a scenario. A stock you're watching is going up on the chart. It starts to pull back but then stalls out. You buy, expecting the uptrend to start again, but instead, the pullback continues and you find yourself in a losing position. The price stalls again. Thankful for the pause in the selling, you get out with the loss. You're upset. You didn't wait for a better entry point and aren't even paying attention as the stock starts to bounce again. Okay, you just missed the real entry point and a winning trade. Sound familiar? So, every strategy should tell you where and when to get into a trade. But you need to wait for that moment of truth to arrive. The trader in this example not only lost on a trade they jumped into prematurely, but they also missed the real entry point by being impatient. Right? They missed the real entry point by being impatient. So if you look at where the heck is it? All right, look at Nvidia. It's exactly what I did here. Exactly what happened to me this morning in this scenario. All right, exactly what happened to me in this scenario. So, what happened? What happened here? I got impatient. And because it bounced against me, I missed making some extra money on this. So that's something that we have to really pay attention to. Okay, so impatience throws off your rhythm. Losing money because you bought right before a dip and then sold before a bounce because you were frustrated or depressed by the previous trade is a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling. When this situation occurs, traders often think their timing is off or they're out of sync with the market. While that may be true, a better way to look at it is a lack of patience. Your lack of patience is what takes you out of sync. Okay, that's kind of what the deal is. The lack of patience is what really got us out of sync to start with. All right. So, impatience leads to unnecessary losses, additional stress, and wasted emotional energy. These factors then cause you to miss valid entry and exit signals that often occur soon after you get out of a previous losing trade. So today in trading Nvidia was a prime example. A prime example. Okay? Prime example of what happens. You get messed up. You think the market's like going against you, beating you down, all this good stuff. And what happens? What happens when that occurs? So it starts to get into your emotions. What happens, you're watching other traders or you hear other traders that took the trade that you were looking at, but it didn't work out for you, right? You took the trade, it just didn't work out for you. So what happens is you get the fear of missing out. You hate you're missing out, and you're going through all of this stuff, and it's just not working for you. It's just not working out for you. So let's say your hypothesis on the price directions are correct. And that, like the scenario I was just telling you about. But you're not usually in a trade when the price moves in that expected direction. Your rhythm and patience is off. Okay, or you're gonna feel like that. Your rhythm is off, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're out of patience. Patience is shot. Right? So no matter whether you traded for a few years or a few days, your level of patience and self-discipline is crucial. Okay? And as I thought about this over the years, I came to understand that patience, when you look at it as an emotional tool, divides into two elements. You've got new trader patience and experienced or professional trader patience. So, new trader patience and experienced or professional trader patience. The beginner's need for patience is simple yet challenging. It's all about staying power. It's about resilience. Okay, a lot like somebody starting a diet, right? And trying to stick to a particular way to eat. Impatience in new traders reminds me of the foolishness of dieters taking the easy way out. They might get tummy tucks or, have their stomach stapled or try to take some miracle drug, but are they learning anything? Now, the people that do that and change the way they eat to protect their surgery, yeah, okay, they're going to do that. But the ones that don't, all right, they're not going to make it. It's just going to come back. So, that they won't be consistent. They won't learn anything. Yeah, Ozempic. That's a damn. Ozempic is a diabetes medicine that people use for losing weight.
Morgan Stanley reinstating their overweight on Cisco earlier with a $58.
I mean, it's crazy. And so my wife, who has to take it for diabetes, always loses out or misses out because you got a whole lot of other people who don't need it taking it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, so what about those that opted for the surgery? If they haven't learned to successfully diet, they're just going to keep on overeating, and their surgically reduced stomach is going to begin to stretch back out, and they're right back where they started. In the effort to conquer obesity, what matters to most is to comprehend the underlying personal factors. What's causing overeating in the first place, and how can it be overcome? And your weight gain may not even be related to overeating. Okay, it may be a chemical imbalance that has to be medicated. But you have to really understand that. And a lot of self-searching is required for that. Okay, the commitment to study and reprogram oneself is not easy. And that's what has to happen here in trading. In day trading, if you want to consistently profit, then you need the will and determination that successful dieters have. You will need to develop that much patience. You'll need a solid trading process. You'll need the discipline to follow it. Okay, patience is what makes all this work. Guys, patience is what makes all of this stuff work. Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Right. So, developing the patience, it can't be done overnight. You won't walk away from this session with it. You won't walk away. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Shares are hitting the highs now, $5.10.
You won't walk away from one mentor session with it. It's a process. It's a process that we have to work together and grow. Okay, it's all about baby steps. I know you don't want to move that slow. Nobody wants to move that slow. But that's what it takes. You know, take a deep breath, slowly count to 10. It takes time. Okay, it's all about patience. I always say, paciencia y fe. You know, patience and faith. That's what it takes. Patience, especially for inexperienced traders, it's all about learning to control your annoyance. It's about high endurance for tough day trading situations. Resilience. It's that word again. It's all about resilience. It takes resilience to deal with this crappy market, right? To achieve that, it takes dedication to active trading days, reflective journaling. You know, I hope that Miguel is still finding value in his reflective journaling and how that's helping him see the things that trigger his emotions. You know, it's very important. Very, very important. So to help yourself develop your patience, it's crucial that you find your niche. It's okay, you might, and here's the thing. You might change your strategy at least 20 times before you see what works. In the learning phase, you have to learn, and you have to learn. You have to learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Okay, some find that day trading several stocks daily results in a relatively peaceful state of mind. Others feel best when they're just trading one stock. Some may just like the slower pace of all-day hold trading or swing trading. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that you, as a beginner, or even if you've been trying this for 3, 4 years and you haven't gotten anywhere, you still have the beginner's mindset, because that's the mindset that's holding you back, right? So you've got to find a trading method process that builds your confidence as well while you're caught in the grips of a trade. Even though the trade may not be doing what you want it to do, when you want it to do it, you're allowing yourself to grow and build confidence. Okay, BBT Vic. Okay, BBT Vic, I got you. I got you. Yet, even once you find your most comfortable trading process, you're still going to struggle with yourself, especially when you have weeks like now. Even though you know these weeks are coming, even though you know all of this is coming, you're still going to struggle. Right? You're still going to struggle. So, I can't think of one trade that I've ever been in that didn't demand, great focus. Even the best trades that are working beautifully, right? The best trades that are working so beautifully took great focus. So a lot of my bad trades, whenever I enjoy a good trade, it's usually because I made myself wait for the best entry and exit points based on technical levels. Okay, a lot of my bad trades, have been all about the flip side. I failed to wait for the setup to complete, or I exited too soon or too late. Now read that. How many of you, how many of you have been in that scenario before? When you have good trades, you've done what you're supposed to do. You waited for the best entries. All of that good stuff. But when you're bad trades, it's all been because you weren't patient, and you didn't you didn't wait like you were supposed to. You either took it off too early, or you jumped in before the setup completed. All of these things. All of these things are stressful. Okay, it can take several minutes for price targets to hit. Waiting it out is crucial to the success of the trade. If boredom makes me sway from my predetermined price levels, I'm regressing. I'm committing the beginner mistake. Look, if you're getting bored waiting on your price levels to hit, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Walk away. Set your targets, walk away. Set your targets and walk away. So just as with fear and greed, you're trading on emotion if you're trading bored. It's been said that the essence of patience is all about clear thinking, unencumbered by emotion. Meaning your emotion is not affecting how you think or what your decisions are. But who but a sociopath can do that, right? Who but a sociopath can actually come up and do that? So it could take, a day trader has to learn how to think that way. Has to learn how to think that way. So in the beginning, day trader, patience is all about never giving up. Resilience. It's the process of changing bad habits into productive habits and finally earning consistency. As surely as dieters begin to slim down. In the professional day trader, patience has become a mandatory skill. It's been growing right along with their trust or belief in their system, their confidence. As with an experienced skeet shooter, the aim has been perfected with much practice. That's what it takes for us. Impatient trades lead to unnecessary losses. Again, additional stress and wasted emotional energy. So avoid acting impatiently. If you're feeling impatient, walk away. Okay? Walk away, because if you're impatient, you're not going to trade well. Things aren't going to work. So walk away, come back. If you miss a trade, so be it. All that means is you miss losing money. Right? That's what that meant. That meant you missed out on losing money. Excuse me. Excuse me, if you're still getting the trades too early, adjust the parameters of your strategy so you see more confirmation of a directional move. Like if you're not comfortable getting in, let's say you're not comfortable getting in, let's say you're not comfortable getting in the aggressive entry on a break or pre-market high. You feel more comfortable waiting for the 5-minute opening range to set up. And that's fine. That works great. That's beautiful. Okay? But don't switch back and forth. Just stick to that. Okay? So you're adjusting your parameters so you're not guessing. You're waiting for the confirmed, move. You're not chasing anything. You're just waiting for that confirmed move. All right, so most traders have a strategy they follow that tells them when and where to get into a trade. That strategy, if traded correctly, should yield a profit. Otherwise, why use it? So it sounds simple, but then traders face a problem. When you're facing a chart moving, and it's probably you're interpreting it as moving a lot faster than it actually is, right? And it makes you react. When you're feeling that way, that's when you need to slow things down. That's why I always like trading a 5-minute chart versus a 1-minute chart. Because a 1-minute chart speeds you up when you don't want to be sped up. So, and that's what really creates FOMO, is when that happens. All right, ensure the setup fully forms and triggers an entry. You want to make sure that happens. No, you should not enter any trade until it triggers. Don't guess. Don't anticipate. Don't hope. Okay, sometimes the market takes longer. It fools us, then it pulls back or bounces or whatever. It kind of plays its games. And then you kind of just lose it, right? You don't want to do that. Just be patient. Wait for it to set up. If you start to lose patience, walk away. Okay, walk away. Not hard to do, right? Not a hard thing to do. So, ways you can improve your patience. One thing is to zoom out. I tell you this all the time. Zoom out, look at the overall big picture. Okay, if you're following your strategy and still getting in a bit too early, it is time for a mentoring session. Because we got to look at what's causing you to do it. But you really want to zoom out. You really want to zoom out. All right, you want to be able to read the chart. And that's why the price action class is really, really important. Because that's what's helping you determine and build patience. Because you're understanding what's happening. So you're not going to freak out if something doesn't go according to plan. All right, so if the price starts to move sideways, just start look at the candlesticks formations. Start letting it tell you the story. Okay, let it tell you the story. All right, sometimes you have to adjust your parameters. If you're still getting in trades too early, adjust the parameters of your strategy so you see more candlesticks. You're going to have to work on a better confirmation process. Okay, this forces you to be more patient and keeping you out of some of those losing impatient trades. As a bonus, you may have less stress and less frustration. Okay, trading more impatiently is not helpless for you. It requires ideas to solve the problem and sticking to your improvement plan. It's not your willpower in real time holding you back. It's the process waiting for you to develop, not yet incorporated into your trading process. You need to work a little bit more on dealing with that. Okay, patience is the key to success, not speed. Time is a cunning spectator's best friend if he uses it right. No, some of you guys have heard Jesse Livermore. This quotes directly, from him, from his stock operator book, Confessions of a Stock Operator or something. Can't remember the name of it. But you guys get it? You guys understand what I'm talking about when it comes to patience. And how it can create serious problems. But when we manage it, alrighty. Is everybody at peace with what I shared today? Okay, great. Long as you're at peace with it. But we'll be talking more about patience and, how reading price action, we're going to be talking about how reading price action can help your patience. So that's what we're going to be working on. All right. So